Hello and welcome back to the Fan Gear Podcast, episode 36, part 2. Thank you, Tommy. Thank you, Tommy. If you are unfamiliar, the first part of this podcast is all the news from the week, and you can go watch that. It's available now on your local
right
YouTube
there.
channel.
Just click on that.
Fan Geared.
Click on that. What do they call it? Annotation?
Yeah, we don't have that.
Click on that annotation that Joey's going to add to this video.
Don't know how to do that. Not going to. Moving on.
God, dude,
Anyway.
nothing.
Part 2 of the podcast, which is where you are now. So you're clear.
Well, it's what you're watching.
It's what you're watching.
Yeah, you're not here.
You're not here.
Anyway,
with us.
part 2 is where we talk about a broader topic, a larger topic.
Based on a current event.
Based on a current event.
Kind of relate it to the industry as a whole. This could be video games, movies, whatever, and even the world.
Sure.
Yes.
Everybody's world.
Yes, this is our world for all of us to share. Getting into the news.
Sorry, just thinking about Squidward.
Video game narrative and mechanics are about to get a much-needed dose of diversity with Central Africa's first ever video game studio, Koro'o Games. Creator, Madiba Olivier.
Please pronounce it correctly.
I'm so sorry. I don't know if I am.
Do it again.
That is
correctly.
my...
You know, we're going to go take 2. Go ahead.
Madiba Olivier.
With a little confidence this
Yeah.
time.
Madiba Olivier
Interesting.
Okay, no,
Go.
correctly.
aims to infuse African culture and myth into its games, beginning with action RPG Arion, Legacy of the Koro'o Games.
Now,
That's a lot
was
of
that all you were
words.
gonna read?
This is the main news topic. We also have some information about the game. The game follows the story of Enzo Koro'o, an estranged ruler of the Zama Kingdom, who must use his inherited Arion powers to get his kingdom back.
Wow.
Can we go right into this?
Yeah, so this is an action RPG,
Yes.
which is cool.
Yeah.
That makes me interested already. Second of all, we're going to get a protagonist who is not a straight white male.
That's great.
I'm excited.
But let me tell you another reason why I'm excited about this.
Mm-hmm.
Because for the first time in a very long time, specifically because of where this is coming from
Mm-hmm.
and what the background is of
Yeah.
the game, I have literally no idea what to expect.
Yeah.
It could be a type of gameplay that nobody's ever seen before.
Yeah.
It could be, include certain aspects that we just do not have within the dominant culture
Yeah.
that's making video games, and that is very exciting to me.
So many influences that we are just unaware of
Exactly.
are going into this game that will make it so fresh and interesting from a narrative standpoint, possibly from a gameplay standpoint. This is you have to assume it's going to be influenced in part by either probably Western RPG, since it's an action RPG.
Maybe.
But still,
Yeah.
even with that, I'm very excited for this, and the visuals would look really cool. Go look up the visuals if you haven't seen it. There's I think even some gameplay out there. This is coming out this year, I believe. So you can see some gameplay. It looks really cool. It's very colorful, looks kind of comic booky, and I would kind of even liken it a little bit to visually Beautiful Joe, kind of, but with more color.
Never heard of that.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean... I'm really glad you said that.
Okay. Anyway.
I just didn't. So let me break this down for the people who do not understand. Maybe you're just not, just haven't been around this type of thinking or whatever. You might be wondering, well, why does that mean that it's going to be different? Well, take a look at this. Think about RPGs that we have here in America, made by Americans.
Mm-hmm.
Then think about JRPGs.
I was going to say that.
Sorry, man.
Yeah.
See how there's a very distinct difference?
Yeah.
We're throwing in a whole nother RPG.
Right in the middle of those two places is a whole different continent.
You thought ARPG was action RPG? No. It's
African
RPG.
African RPG.
Wow.
And I am excited to get my hands on it.
But what
I'm
if
very
it
interested
sucks?
to see. I mean, it's a valid question, I think, but
Absolutely.
I think
Absolutely.
it's worth getting excited about, though, strictly because of that narrative and gameplay influence that we may have never even experienced before. It's also very possible if it's not well received, it's just because we don't get it.
Yeah. Well, see, that's the thing. Like, these things obviously take time to develop when a new place is coming up with, building their own type of whatever. We didn't get to where we are with RPGs in America with, it took a long time. We started from, I don't know.
The bottom.
The bottom. And now
Now
we're here.
we're here. Whoa. Did you just think of that right now?
Yeah. Should I put that in like
That's beautiful.
a lyric or a rhyme or
Song,
something?
yeah.
Song.
Yeah, and give you a quote kind of to this. This kind of talks about what we were just talking about. It's a quote
Drake
from
lyrics.
Yeah, it is. It is from Drake.
Is this a quote from Drake?
This is a Drake quote. No, it's from the creator of the game, Madiba Olivier.
Okay.
He says, "The history of our continent is rich. We took inspiration from local Cameroonian traditions like the Ngado festival celebrated by the Sawa people, and we also incorporated symbolism adapted from that of the Akan people of Ghana, specifically the Adinkra writing style." So I'm not
I don't
sure,
know what any of those
I don't
words
know
mean.
either.
which excites me.
I know.
It's
No, that's
intriguing.
exciting.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
I want some lore that's way different from anything we've experienced before. And like,
Yeah. So we've talked
different
about
elements.
this kind of issue before, in that the perspectives that are represented most of the time in games and movies is very singular. How there's a reason why Nolan North and Troy Baker get all the work in video games, is because they are white guys.
Yeah.
And
that's-
every character is a white guy. And so that's all we have. Or it's all we've been getting for the most part. And there are some indie games here and there and some little games and stuff that do things differently. And that's why those games are so refreshing and so great to play. I'm really excited to play Life is Strange after I finish this game.
What is Life is Strange? Tell me
Life is
about
Strange
that.
is a narrative game about a young teenage girl.
Oh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Wait, did you say that was an indie game, or is that a full?
It's
Full
not.
length,
I actually think it's Square Enix, but it's. I like, aside from Square Enix's JRPG games, they make this game, and they also make Tomb Raider, which is really cool. I think of them.
Actually, did not know that Square Enix made Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
How you know?
Really taken
Nice.
off that company,
Now you know.
didn't it?
Yeah, so those offer different perspectives as well.
Right.
So it's really nice and refreshing when games like this, and this just seems like taking that to a whole new level, because it's actually coming from Central Africa, where we're going to get that knowledge of those things, and we're going to experience it in a fun way through a video game.
Yeah. I mean, even that's crazy to me. I would have thought Southern Africa would have been before Central
Right.
Africa. But
Yeah.
My shirt is really sticking. I'm sorry.
Just peeled off that shirt.
Like Velcroed to it.
Josh, what do we know about other games? Do we know anything about other games?
I was gonna say that.
Jump in, Tommy. Go ahead, you
From
ask
the
me.
studio.
No. I can ask you.
Well,
So
Tommy has a
this,
question.
yeah.
Excuse me, Tommy has a question.
So
Raise your hand.
I mean,
Tommy.
Joey, did you have something to say?
No, I'm okay.
You know how
I have
your
a question.
teacher calls on the person who's not raising their hand because they're not paying attention? Yeah, that got me into some trouble one time, let me tell you.
no, please do not.
Oh,
so
Tommy, did you have something to say?
Yeah, so this RPG that we've been talking about,
Action RPG?
Is-
ARPG?
right?
AARPG.
ARPG.
Whoa. AARP.
Tommy, for the love of God,
MSRP.
ask him the damn question.
Wait, hold on. I think we can come with more acronyms.
I don't think we need to.
Did you say MSRP?
MSRP.
MSG.
Manufacturer's suggested retail
MSG.
price.
Dude, you suck at this game.
Yeah. Now Tommy.
You guys don't have another one.
EKG.
ESRP.
Okay,
RPG.
We already said that.
I meant like the
MMORPG.
here we go. So,
JRPG.
this AARPG is just the first game that, I mean, the news is it's a company starting in Africa.
Right.
What other games?
Koro'o Games.
Yes. Well, that thing you just said,
Koro'o Games.
yes, be making.
Well,
Tell me all of them. and all the release dates.
I mean,
Well,
it's just starting.
Let me tell you this. You heard of a company called Naughty Dog?
Sure.
Yeah.
Really big studio, or like popular studio.
Right.
They're owned by Sony. They make the Uncharted games and Last of Us games. Well, they make one game at a time.
Oh.
So you're saying that they're working on one game right now?
Yeah, just the one.
That
Hey,
that
that's
seems
good.
smart. You don't want to get too bogged down with
So you're saying they're a video game company who knows what they're doing.
I'm saying it seems that way.
Yeah, I wish. I mean, I don't know if this information is out there, but I would like to know like what sort of background the people working there have. If they
I would
were-
too, yeah.
If they have worked in other places doing this stuff and are sort of pooling their knowledge to then
Yeah.
make it more about their background, their culture.
Yeah. And also definitely look at the gameplay because it looks really cool. It's very fluid, very it looks great.
It looks like
the-
top quality stuff.
Visually,
like,
it looks like any other game you might get.
that's amazing.
So it's already gameplay release. It's coming out pretty soon. And...
We're hoping this year. I think I would wager to say it's this year.
Wow.
Should we throw on a quick clip of gameplay right now?
Showing a quick clip of
No,
gameplay
no,
right
no.
here.
We don't own that. We can't play that. So
You can
yes.
show a clip. It's under fair use if you're critiquing it.
Yeah, and we are critiquing it. That
Looks great.
good.
Hey, that looks good.
Perfect. We're
There we
all
go.
covered under
in.
fair use. So yeah, what do you guys think about Central Africa's first ever video game studio, Koro'o Games? Are you excited for this new game? Are you excited for this new perspective from a person, from a character?
Or do you hate diversity?
Oh boy.
Let us know.
Down my
You know
comments below.
Let us know about that. And speaking of which, we want to thank everybody who watched our video last week.
Oh boy.
And came and hang out with us in the comments. We had a great time. And I would love to talk to you all more about this topic in the comments.
I would too. And if you did, whether you did or you didn't watch that video, go fuck yourself.
God, we'll see you next week.